Welcome back, guys. This is the part 2 of this video on insider threats, and in today's presentation we are going to be downloading a DLP solution and we're going to be setting it up. So the agent for the DLP solution that we're going to use will be on a Windows 10 PC, IP address 192.168.10.20, and the server for the DLP solution will be installed on a Windows Server 2022, and that guy has 192.168.10.10. I've done ping between these systems and they're able to talk to each other. You don't necessarily need to have a Windows server, so you could run this on your physical laptop, but you don't also need to have this as a hardware. So even though I have a switch here showing that these guys are on the same network, I'm actually running these two machines on a VirtualBox platform. So if you have a VirtualBox, you can as well. As a matter of fact, if I pull up my VirtualBox here, you see that I've got Windows 10 machine and a Windows Server 2022. Both of them are running. All right. So what we need to do now is to get to the web. So we are going to CurrentWare.com, and that actually is the solution that we want to use. Just so you know, if you come to this web page on CurrentWare, look at the solutions. You see the capability of the software, employee monitoring software, a whole lot of stuff here, employee investigation, insider threats, data loss prevention, etc. So when you come to this page, you are going to look for trial download. Just a quick look at the pricing of this particular software per user, per device. You can go to pricing. So let's click on get started for free. And when you click on this link, it's actually going to take you to where you are going to fill in your details. Let me actually click on that, get started for free. So it takes you to this page. So you need to put in your name. You need to put in a business email, not a personal email. You need to put in your phone number, and you need to define how many users that you've got within your own environment. So you can drop down here, you see options that we have. If you do not have a business email, you can actually get a temporary email address, so tempmail.org, and you can use that guy to sign up. And once you have signed up, they are going to send you instructions on the mail where you will now click on the instructions, and you're going to just verify that you are not a robot. And you can see the instructions that will be sent to you. Click on that link, and then it takes you to a download page where you start to download the software. So here you are going to see instructions in the mail that will be sent to you. And you could see set up your trial now. When you hit on this link, it's going to take you to a download link where you click on it to start to download it. All right. I already have this guy downloaded, and I want to jump into setting it up. So this is located in my downloads. So go to downloads. So it's a zip file. You try to unzip it. So just have to right click and say extract all. And that's all there is to it. So I'm going to open this guy. Now the CurrentWare itself will be the server running on my Windows Server 2022. The client setup is an agent that will be installed on the Windows 10 machine. And I want to be able to control that Windows 10 machine and monitor what the employee is doing on that system using the agent that will be installed on it. So let's double click on this first one, which is the server. I've already manually moved this guy to my Windows 10 machine, but you can also install it using a GPO if you have an Active Directory environment. So you can use a group policy management to set up the client, especially when you have multiple devices to install the client on. Double click on the server, and then the installation window is going to pop up. Okay, here is the installation wizard. We'll have to go to next, and we're going to follow these steps that we have here on the left hand side. Microsoft SQL Server 2017 has to be installed. That will be the database that this CurrentWare software will be using. So we allow that, and then we'll go to next. Okay, so this is the particular location that this SQL server will be installed, and that's okay by me. If you like, can change it, click on OK. Okay, so we just have to hang on and wait for the installation of this SQL. So installation of SQL Server 2017 is ongoing. All right, so at this point, we need to accept the license agreement. So we have gotten to this page now where we are expected to put in the email address that we used when we were downloading the software. So put in your email address in this box and go to next. Then go to next again. So it's going to search for SQL Server on the network. Yeah, so he has gotten the SQL Server. Remember, before the installation begins, the installation installed the 2017 Microsoft SQL. So leave all these default settings as is, and then go to next. And we're about to finalize the installation. These are the functions that this software comes with. We'll now click on install, and the installation of CurrentWare will start. Here the installation wants us to install .NET, and so we just have to accept it and install it. It's one of those conditions that have to be there for CurrentWare to perform well. So after installing .NET, the installation of CurrentWare will continue. So as you can see, .NET is successfully installed. So let's close this window. And that has also taken us to the finalization of CurrentWare installation. So let's go to next. So at this point, we are to put in a username and password. And this will be required when we want to log into the server interface of the CurrentWare. So at this point, I'm going to use admin for username and put in the password. You have to write down whatever username and password you are using at this point, because if you forget it, you're going to have a hard time logging into the management interface of the server. So let me confirm my password. All right. Now you have to click on add operator. Then they are warning you here that you need to write down the username and password. If that is the case, click on yes. I'll write down my credentials, and the CurrentWare installation is now being finalized. So let's just hang on. So at this point, you are going to go to, so some firewall rules will be created to exempt this software from the Windows firewall. And that has been done. And this is actually the installation of the CurrentWare server on Windows Server 2022. You can do this on a Windows 10 machine if you don't have a Windows server to use. All right, so at this point, I'm going to hit on finish to finish the installation. I don't want to launch the server management console yet, so I'm going to untick this box and click on finish. So there you have it, the installation of CurrentWare on a Windows Server 2022. So in the next video, we are going to be creating user accounts on the CurrentWare server and then begin to create endpoint protection policies on that machine. So join me in the next video while we create all those configurations. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.